And without further ado, after some little adjustments, we have my grandpa on the show.
Yeah!
Hi, Grandpa. Lovely to see you smiling again after a fantastic performance. Well, how good was that? Brilliant football yet again, isn't it?
But more than anything else, it proved how bad Angie's decision was with Fulham.
True. Very true.
I think that, it just demonstrated what he should have done differently to what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should have changed 4 players in the first half and 4 players in the second half, and then we would have been all right.
Yeah.
Because that first half, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know the system. And they were stupid of him. I don't understand his thinking, because he talked all the time, I only pick a team that's going to win.
Yeah.
That wasn't picking a team that was going to win. That was taking a risk just so he could look at the players.
Yeah.
But
100%.
That's dead. That's gone. I hope he learns from that. And he appeared to, because it was a great game today. A great game.
What did you make of the... obviously, Sonny scored a hat-trick today, so you can't say he got the decision wrong. But after Richarlison scored on Tuesday, he decided to take him out of the team and put Son in the forward line. And obviously, he's been vindicated massively with the hat-trick. But what did you... When you saw the team, what did you think of that decision? Did you think maybe he should have given Richarlison another go having scored? Or you thought it's probably the right decision to take him out?
I think it was the right decision to have Son into the centre. Charleston is still not confident, and I think he's got to get a bit of confidence back. But I don't think Son should ever be on the wing, and Johnson will do a great job at either position. So I disagree with your last caller. I think he's been playing. He's not tired. He should be coming into the team in the next game against United. United.
I agree. Do you think the one thing with it was such a dominant performance for 70 minutes, and then a couple of changes, and all of a sudden we slightly chill out, and obviously you're winning the game 5-1. It's easy days, but I don't know if Ange will be happy with that, because it was such a chill out. Then all of a sudden we concede a goal. Richarlison has chances, but he's offside and he's heavy touches on the ball. Do you think that second half performance, when we got to 5, that it really confirmed that any changes made to this 11, and it's a little bit of trouble?
I don't totally agree with you. I think the biggest issue, and we're always going to have it, if you're going to play attacking football in the way Angie wants to do, we're always going to have a problem at the back. Like we did in the first 5 minutes, in fact.
Yeah.
It was only in the second half. In the first 5 minutes, we were all over the place.
Yeah.
And what I think is so important and what he's achieving is his pace. You've got to get back quickly. And the more pace, I call it pace and space. Create the space up front and make sure that everybody you take on has pace to beat the other players.
Yeah.
And he's got
pace and space, 100%.
Yeah, and I think Johnson has got the pace. And I think Maddison is just outstanding.
That's delightful, isn't he?
What a player.
Yeah. And so many of these players came before Angie. What he's done is made them play in a system which is really working. Well, before he was getting that, I mean, I think there's only 2 players, isn't there, that have come since he joined.
Well, we've had a few signings, but in terms of today's lineup, who was new? Probably there was Solomon, you probably had Vicario, and you had Maddison and Van der Ven. So you had a few. You had a few new ones in there.
Maddison came before he joined.
No, I think he was signed after.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah, because Maddison had a sit down conversation, and then Maddison decided,
I think he was signed after.
Right. Okay.
But he scored a delightful goal, didn't he? Outside the box, and that's we know he's capable of that, don't we? And we'd love to see him do that more often.
Yeah, Romero's goal was just brilliant.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue. I mean, the way he swerved the ball round, so it twisted. It wasn't looking like it was going in, and it just moved. Just brilliant.
And when you got a centre back capable of that, it shows you got good quality in the team.
Yeah, and he brings his centre backs and full backs up front.
Yeah.
You know, all the time. You really, I mean, he's really playing the team, and that's why I believe that Kane going is not a bad thing. Is Kane was the centrepiece. Now the team is the centrepiece, and I think that's more important to us. And if he brings a couple more players in the next session,
Next window,
people that will fit the system. And I'm very hopeful. I mean, it's so exciting to see a game like today.
And do you think that you keep? What do you do with the situation with Richarlison? Do you start the next game with who's your front three starters? Do you go Sonny in the centre, or do you give Richarlison a go back again for his confidence, or what do you do with the front three in the next game?
I think it's a challenge. Where are you going to put Johnson? Is it going to be the front three, or is he going to be on the wing? If he's on the wing, maybe he should play rather than apparently he can play on both wings. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So perhaps he should be, the replacement for Perisic. But again, I think the interesting thing is that when you've got two players in every position, you can get them off so that they're rested for the next match.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't make it one or the other. But Johnson's got to come up. We've got to see what he's got to see what he's made of.
Yeah.
Charlton, I think is going to be all right, but at the moment it's not. I mean, he can't hold the ball, and every time he got it, he got into good positions, but he's not the player that I thought we paid for a lot of money for. And so I would be very careful, but I would play him, but I would let him have to fight for the position.
Yeah, and look, 4 games in now to the Premier League season, we've got 10 points, a really good start. Not only do we have 10 points, but the football's been brilliant, and Ange has really gotten a good connection with the fan base, and it's a very good start to life. And we're going to international break, I think second in the league to Man City. Looking at where we are at the moment, what do you think we can achieve this season based on what we're doing? Do you think we can do something really special, or do you think we're at the very beginning of a project and we've got to temper our expectations?
Well, it's very hard to make that judgment when we've only played one good team, which was Manchester United.
Yeah,
be interesting to make that judgment after we played Liverpool and Arsenal and City.
Yeah.
But I'm confident that we're going to come in within the top 5, if not third or fourth. That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. But that's on the showing so far. I mean, until we play some of these top teams, we're not gonna really know.
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful, and I think he's got replacements now for people that are injured. The fact that we're out of the Carabao Cup, in a way, doesn't matter, because now they've got a whole week every week to stay fit, but it doesn't give us the chance to play some of the other players. That's going to be the problem. Yeah. But we'll get away with it, hopefully. We've got a few good people at the number 2s, particularly up in the forwards. So we shall see. But it's so the passing today was blissful. I mean, it was fast, it was quick, it was precise. It was just a joy to watch.
Yeah.
And as long as we're playing that kind of football, that's just what's going to keep the fans on side, isn't it? As long as we're putting in performance like this, whether we win, lose or draw, the fans are always going to be excited for the next game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's really, really, really great. And we have to, in some ways, I think you guys have to thank Levy for it. Levy, and this Levy out is, I don't think is a good thing to be doing, because we should be talking as fans. We should talk about Angie. We should talk about how good it is. But Levy got Angie in. Levy got the other 2 managers in.
Yeah.
The fact that, and he paid a lot of money for them. He was prepared to pay money for them in the hope that they were going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a mistake, but it's a mistake anybody could make. And a lot of the players he bought just before the game have also turned out brilliant.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of mistake over a long time, but then you have to, as much as you criticize things, you have to in life give people credit where credit's due. He brought Ange in. Ange has, and we're criticizing the signings, but there's 4 marquee signings that have come in this window that could actually make us an incredible team. Like, I can't believe how good Madison is. VDV. Vicario made a world-class save today. And then you've got Johnson, who could be a 9 out of 10 signing if he really dominates the wing. So I think we've got to be happy at some point. And then you got to kind of say, all right, well, you know, we've got a very strong first team playing beautiful football. You can't hate on how things have gone.
But add to that Romero, who's playing brilliantly at the back. Basuma, I mean, he's playing fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, we're building a first-class team.
Yeah.
And we need 1 or 2 more people that if somebody's injured, that we can bring in. But that's for later. We've got what it takes now to actually keep moving forward and play exciting football. That's what everybody wants, to enjoy a match. And today was very, very, very enjoyable.
And Chelsea lost.
And Chelsea lost as well. That always helps.
I haven't heard that. Oh, right.
They lost to
Chelsea lost
Nottingham
to
Forest.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's good. Needed City to lose now.
Yeah, unfortunately they won today. They won today 4-1. But look, it's a long, hard season. And look, if we can keep playing football like we have done today, I'm just enjoying every moment of it. And it was a bit disappointing to go out on the cup on Tuesday, and I felt like we maybe could have done more transfers on the deadline as well. But that's by the by now. We've got the win today. The feel-good factor's back, and it's just a shame it's an international break because I can't wait to watch Spurs again.
Yeah.
Sheffield United. Yeah. Okay, guys. Great. Great.
Nice one,
Great.
Grandpa.
To hear from you. Cheers.
Lots of love. I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.